Hello, my name is Kozia. I have 32 years old and I have 5 children. I work in Georgia like Roma peace support worker and I am Roma influencer. Myself, I am married at 18 and I had my first child at 19 years old. Thanks God, it's not arranged marriage. My parents, they leave me to find my love. I have a message for all Roma community to leave the children to have a childhood and good education. I am here with George and I will talking about his life today. Hello George.
Hi,
How old are you?
I'm 21 years old.
Are you married?
Yes,
Do your parents arrange your marriage?
yes, my marriage was an arranged marriage.
And you are happy with that?
Yes,
Do you have children?
no, I don't have any children yet.
Do you go to school?
I don't attend school anymore. I left school when I was 16 years old.
Can you read and write, George?
Yes.
And why you left school?
I left school because I thought it wasn't for me. I thought I could do something else in my life, like get a job, save money, and just, work hard and do something else. I wasn't passionate about college or anything.
Do you work?
No, currently I don't work.
Why do you think Roma marry so young?
Because I think this is our tradition, and that our whole lives we were taught to respect and follow our traditions.
Do you think it's right, fair, or appropriate?
I don't think it's right for kids to marry so young, because I think they should have a childhood and enjoy their life whilst they're young.
My name is Una Anderson and I've worked with the Roma Influencers Group for the duration of this project and over a period of 2 years in Ireland. During the training given to the Roma Influencers Group, I was a little surprised at the lack of any defence. Nobody defended the practice at all. Every member of the group was immediately open to and approving of this change in the culture. The Roma women in the group immediately supported a change in the tradition of girls marrying and having children at a young age. The training for this project provided an opportunity to open up the conversation about early marriage and early motherhood. All of the women expressed deep love for their children. However, several reflected that they wished they had been older when they had their first child and became a mother. They spoke about having missed out on schooling and education due to having children at a young age. I believe there is a strong movement towards ending the practice of early marriage and early motherhood. However, it may not always be easy to implement in everyday life, but I believe the will is there to improve the lives of young girls and women.
How do you imagine yourself will you have finished school and had a job?
I think my life would have been more organized, and I think I would have had a career ahead of myself, and I think it would have been better, stress-free, and overall I would have had a better life.
What is your dream for your children?
My dream for my children is for them to have a childhood, to enjoy their life as kids, and so that they don't go through what most of the Roma people went through when they marry so young, so that they have a good childhood.
Will you let them to marry young or let them finish school?
No, I will let them finish their school and enjoy their childhood and have a good education. And when they're older, if they choose to have an arranged marriage or if they choose to find somebody for themselves, then it's totally up to them.
If you could do something about it, what will you do?
I think I would change this tradition for kids to get married so young, and I think that they should have more choices in their life, so that they're not so, forced to do what their parents tell them to do.
If you could send a message to the world, what do we say?
Let the kids enjoy their life, let them have a childhood, and don't get them married so young because it can ruin their life.
Thank you so much, George, today for your story. I am happy to be here with you and to hear about your life.
No problem. Thank you for being here too.